a star that lights the road. I'll take this ride and just drive. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge where I lived 1,000 lives. But maybe I could be the one right into the setting sun tonight. Just
Welcome to this Spanish Grand Prix Ultra takes pole position. Max Hadley is riding alongside William Jackson in the top Leon. That is the top 4 Liberty teams at the Guerra, Racing Cabo, Revo, Castillo, Don Fernandetto, Carlos Eduardo, Rafael Ferrari, Daniel Baltasar, Livery, David Pedro, Nicholas Maravino, Tak Van Horn, Carlos Sato, Ahmed Silla, Spike CB, Matthew Hart, and Matt Fong. So here we are. The Spanish Grand Prix is among us. 5 red lights to start the race. And we go green, it's lights out, and away we go. As expected, Ultra's had a really good getaway with 17 laps ahead of us. But just like also a good start on the inside of Max Adelaide. Can Adelaide keep his position? No, he can't. He drops down into third. As there's a little bit of contact there with Dave Cerquera, you can see that McLaren jolted a little bit. Then also he's trying to pressure Ultra for the lead, but Ultra on the inside line, he's going to have that advantage there, down the straight. But also he's trying to keep his foot in. Ultra has every right here to shut the door, but he keeps his first place just how he would have wanted to. That's a good getaway for the Ferrari at the start of this Spanish Grand Prix here in Jerez. 2 penalties already given out. That goes to Revo and Livery. Both have got 5-second penalties for causing collisions. So they have to be careful because that's already going to be bad towards their race. As the edge outside trying to hold second place. Adelaide though has got a good grip and he's taking that second place. That's amazing for the McLaren in this Grand Prix. So well done to Adelaide there. Of course, he's shown this season he can be the champion. And just moves like that constant, consistency that he's got is really helping. He's got DRS down the straight. Now Ultra for now maintaining the lead. Adelaide not wanting to go for a move just yet. But as the race has simmered down, we can talk about strategies. So 2 stops or 1 stop, both are possible. Headley, Akaris Taro and Lamfong will most likely be doing a 1 stop due to them starting on the hard. Everyone else, it's a mix between 1 stop and 2 stop. Really, it just depends on what lap they hit, really, to be honest. Adelaide though starting to fall back. However, he has got that DRS flap open and Ultra has fast lap with 1:949. That's a really good lap. As we are almost under a minute, in fact, of the lap times there. And just another look behind I've already reminded you a couple of times this season. It is top 15 score points. Taka Van Horn currently bottom of the points scorers at the moment. Just wanted to remind you about that really quick, considering many people may have forgotten or may not know about this little point system change. Just thought I'd let you know right there. So yeah, no battles for the lead right now. There's some battles going on though. Revo versus Ocampo here for 7th on the track. As Revo is up in the 6th position. Tom Leon up in the 5th, in fact. And Ultra now fastest in the last sector. Oh, and Adelaide still unable to get ahead of Ultra in the Ferrari. Of course, we know Ultra is the quicker driver. He is the best driver on the grid right now, actually. course, he's finally got the good car, and he's got a maxed out skill rating as well. So for Ultra Bro, I think he's doing just fine. Now we're on lap 4 right now of 17. We're able with P5 without penalty. We've started to monitor his form. This is Versio, final cabo. I'm sure Versio is going to be gunning for the Red Bull seat because he has shown this season he can do it. He's got pace. He's got a good car. The skill level is very, very low, to be honest. But he's still showing that despite that, he can win races. As BDS comes into the pit lane, he'll be going on to a fresh set of tyres. As symbol there showing hard, which means he'll be trying to go to the end of this race. How possible is that? I don't know. I don't think it's that possible, to be honest. We'll just have to see how this strategy will play out down at Hyperdrive, whether they got it all right or all wrong. Henley will try to defend P14 from Van Horn. Silla doing the same to Matthew Hart and Spike CB here for 17th place. Isn't it weird how sometimes the best battles though happen further down the grid? Like where the grid is like less competitive. Mogsarov now trying to fight his own teammate in fact here. Mogsarov wants to get into the top 10. But he's unable to right now. He'll try his best though to get into it. As in the last sector. Oh, Ocampo, wrong way round there. Sebastian Ocampo will not be happy about that. As he is now the wrong way round. And he's still not rejoined yet. Making direct contact there with Armancilla. Coming round the last corner, narrowly avoiding contact there with Lamfong. Blade has now got a penalty for causing a collision. So it looks like he's been tangled up in all this. That's going to be ruining his race. There's some unexpected drama out of nowhere. He only jumps Versio there in the pits. And that there, huge advantage to the guys out in front of Ultra and Adelaide. Adelaide has came in the pits. Virgil's safety car is out. UK ball has crashed. There is the car over there on fire. So looks less of a crash, more of an engine failure. His hyperdrive up in flames right now. As Ultra leading this race, he's not going to lose much time now on his worn tyres. That's going to be a bit of an annoyance there to Marcus Adelaide and others. Virtual safety car though will be coming to an end very soon, I imagine, as Ultra does come into the pits. Virtual safety car ending, there it is. That is the notification for it. And he's managed to get his pit stop done under the VSC. Now he just needs to get out the pits. While drivers are getting back up to full speed. Marcus Adelaide can see the final corner, but Ultra can see the end of the pits. So it's a race between them. But it looks like not only has Ultra jumped Adelaide, he's even got ahead of the Vendetta there. The Vendetta wouldn't have gotten ahead of Ultra on his old tyres. In fact, the Vendetta was just given hits. Ultra though with an incredible advantage over Marcus Adelaide, but now he needs to try and get ahead of these guys. 3 of them, Eduardo, Oliver and Headley, all traffic cars in a way, but they're allowed to fight for position as much as they like. They can do whatever they want, they're not lapped, so they can be as annoying as they want. It's really annoying obviously for Ultra. Adelaide's going to start a catch up because of it. He gets around Eduardo. He's trying to get Headley. He does get Headley. That's the Ferrari up in the 5th. Trying to get into 4th. Still unable to get the move. On the inside this time of the Opel. And now, finally, moves through into 4th position as Headley manages to just squeeze by in that tiny gap. Bravo currently serving his penalty for tyres spinning. Mechanics, good job of taking them off. As they switch him on to brand new softs. I didn't have to pay attention to the fact that Ultra was on soft, so it looks like both him and Adelaide are on a 2-stop strategy here today. Now Ferrari is going to be another annoying car that could get in the way here of Ultra. Ferrari will be wanting to defend this, I think, to help out his teammate David Serratiera, who's 11 seconds ahead, but no defense. So never mind. Ultra is through into second place. And Adelaide continues to try and get through some more cars. Of course, he's already got behind the 3 that are annoying him due to some of them pitting. And now he's got Ferrari just up ahead, as you can see. The Ford only 1.3 seconds off of the McLaren. Daniel Ricciardo still staying out. He's going long today. He could go into the 10 mediums and make the end of the race. So maybe that is the plan down at Ford. You'll have an 8-second advantage over Ultra. And with Ultra's tyres soon to be wearing out, it looks like they may have the upper hand here in this race. On a one-stop strategy, Ultra is definitely quicker at the moment. He's going to be quicker the whole race, I'd imagine, so due to his skill level. But despite all this, Ford can see a chance here to take the win if Ultra's tyres wear out quick enough. His tyres on 72%. Obama's got a 5-second penalty for causing a collision. Ferrari's rejoined the pits there in 17th place. Livery is trying to take that position off of him. It's just fighting hard. With DRS, so that's ERS, and now DRS enabled. That's a massive speed boost down straight, but it is a massive train here. Livery getting up at the 16th place. Lam Fong, the head of the entire thing. Oh wait, no, sorry, the actual head of the whole thing is actually Taka Van Horn. As David Ricciardo comes into the pits for softs. Okay. Ford have just blundered it. They completely blundered. They could have went on the hards and had a chance to win, but they blundered. And to be honest, I don't know how they managed to do that, so yeah, Ford, you need to really think about strategists. Like, you gotta try and fix them, because this ain't good. Carlos Sato coming into the pits now to get rid of his hard tyres, to move on to mediums, and to make Ricciardo's day worse, he's got a penalty now for causing a collision. As now, he's up at the 5th, but he has a 5-second penalty. Ultra tyres, as expected, are now starting to wear out. So let's just see what the performance of the Ferrari shall be like for the rest of this race. Headley tyres, he's been on them for almost 10 whole laps now. With Theo right behind, trying to get ahead. Blake Russell finally catching up. The damage to his race, though, has pretty much already happened. As, of course, that virtual safety car and Ocampo crash caused a chain reaction. BDS got slowed down massively, and he got a 5-second penalty for causing collision. So we're on the final 7 laps of this race. So now we're just waiting to see who's got the better strategy in this Grand Prix. It looks like though Ultra could be safe for victory, because he's already got a 9-second advantage here over Marcus Adelaide. So we'll have to see how quick is Ultra at the moment. When will he come in pits? Well, he's not coming in yet. Adelaide though may be inclined to come in soon, just not this lap though. Daniel Ricciardo on fresh tyres is starting to catch. He's got Benedetto right there ahead of him. As everybody falls over to the inside line. David Ricciardo now up into 3rd position. Dorito Benedetto falls behind. Phoebe Headley on 1 pit stop at the moment, coming into the pits, and he's come out. Well, it looks like he's going to come out the pits ahead of Revo, who's on a 2nd stop. So Headley's 1 stop looks like it may have worked here, as he goes onto a brand new compound, just getting out the pits ahead of the Italian. Perfectly executed pit stop there by Aston Martin to make sure he stayed ahead of Revo. That's a big opportunity there for the team in green. As now Adelaide drops 10 seconds to Ultra and the Ferrari. Remember, Ultra has 1 win this season, I think. And is into the pits, 6 laps to go in this race. Adelaide stays out. But I'm sure that they can make the end, these softs. How they will be very, very worn, so I guess Ultra just wants that advantage in case anything was to happen. And there we go, leaving the pit lane. Goes Ultra, Blade Outstrike is behind, so there's going to be no threat there. Bogsar on fresher tyres moves through up into 5th place. He's now in the top 5 in this Grand Prix. He's driving a pretty good race at the moment. Dave Serkira, as expected, leads the way, but on a penalty. A penalty, not at all what you'd want to see, especially when you're a car that can win races. But they've got a lot of work to do back at the garage to fix their strategies and actually be able to get wins. They've got the pace, they've got the drivers, they've got everything. Yet they mess up on the strategies all of the time. Which makes no sense how they're doing this, but they are. Devedo into the pits, killing priority at McLaren. Unless Adelaide, sorry. As he moves into the pits for a second time today on the fresh softs, he will have a 1 lap advantage over Ultra. But that's not going to really mean anything when the gap is already really high to Ultra. Look at it. Non-stop increasing. Ferrari will be looking to get that position. However, Adelaide has got out the pits ahead of the Ford. And there shall be no challenge from Rafael Ferrari on on Marcus Adelaide, who's now sitting 18 seconds behind Ultra. This is actually insane. 18 seconds is a lot. As Ultra tries to get ahead of Benedetto, who's trying to play the team game, there's nothing's working there. As Ultra clears the McLaren easily. As expected, Benedetto peels off into the pit lane as Davide Serracchiara comes in once again. It looks like he will be ahead of Dominic Benedetto come the pit exit. Bogsarov staying out, fighting Tom Leon. 4 second place down the straight. Tom Leon will have the inside line on that Mercedes. It's Red Bull versus Mercedes here. 4nd position, and it goes the way of Red Bull, who have fresher, better tyres. As Van Horn's in for the second time today, the clouds are getting dark. Could we possibly see some late race rain come in for these drivers? Well, we would have to find out. As in the pits for the second time comes Taco Van Horn. Wait, I already mentioned that. I'm stupid. The gap now 15 seconds between Adelaide and Ultra. Adelaide is continuing to close down the gap, but I don't think he's closing in at a quick enough rate, which means victory looks almost certain now for Ultra. If it was pretty much certain before, well, it's even more certain now. Time's starting to run out more, as we've got 2 more laps to go in this race. As race leader Ultra starts 16th lap, and he's just done everything he needs to do in this race. Of course, every single win, it's at least 5 points gained on Adelaide. It looks like it will be 5 points gained on Adelaide today. But everything is going just his way right now. Every point gained in the championship is crucial. It could mean a lot towards the end of the season. The reigning world champion, trying to go for title number 4, has done an amazing job. Now just look at the speed. Now finally maintaining 14 seconds to Adelaide, as none of them in traffic anymore. It's now just them with their raw pace. 1 lap tyre difference, it's not going to mean much as we head on to the final lap of this race. And one of the fastest in the first sector for Mercedes, down in 13th place. Ocampo, despite his crash earlier on, is still in the points, hanging on for 2 points in P14 right now. And Palomino probably last in the points for this. I don't think there's any way Spike CV, who currently is the only driver this season to have not scored points. Yeah, no way that he's gonna get up in 15th. In fact, it's worse because Hart is now in 16th ahead of CB, as Van Horn also gets a move. How he needs to try and fight it now, and it is fought back successfully. Spiker CV will keep 17th place, and he's going to go for the attack here. on Matthew Hart around the final corner. And down the straight, this is a three-way battle here for 16th place. It's amazing to watch. We'll have to switch over to the Focus, the leader of not only this race, but Ultra wins the Spanish Grand Prix over fastest lap at the end. Look, this year lead the championship. No, it's not 2021. He's not leading the championship. He's nowhere near it, in fact. But anyways, it's a good result for him. Mark Sadley, damage limitation with P2 in the end. And he takes the last lap, James Sergio, and sets another one. That 5-second penalty cost Sergio P2. And look at that though as well. 59-second times have been set though. Incredible to see. Like that is wild. As but just like trying to go there for 9th, but it's not gonna work. As Eduardo just gets delivery at the very end. Cameron's gonna be 15 from Nicholas Palomino. Matthew Hart still trying to hold on to position, but it's not gonna work out for him. I know it will work out for him. It won't work for Van Horn. He's unable to get the move. Spike CB's 18th. Closest cables out there. We have Armin 19th from Carousel and Nam Fong. So we'll show you winners of this day's race with an incredible win for Ferrari. They take top honours in today's race, and Ultra breaks down that championship lead down to 45 points. He's now in 2nd place as well. And so with that, let's listen to the Colombian national anthem. Also your winner for today, that's Mark Sadley, James Sergio, Tom Leon, Dojo Adele, Daniel Boxarov, Rafael Ferrari, Castillo, Stevie Headley, Liddell Sonic, Revo, Carlos Motto, Livery, Ocampo, Palomino, Hart, Van Horn, CB, Silla, Sato, and Form. He became all retiring earlier on. That's it for the Spanish Grand Prix in Jerez. Can't wait to see you next time in round 7 when F1 Classic returns.